Blue ready. 57. Come on. Come back.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's go.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Ready.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check 52. Watch that. 81. Let's go.
On play action, Winston airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set Lobo. Come on. Now. Ready.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefit to that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Delta. Come get some. Come get some. He don't want it. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hit it.
2nd and 9 now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
18 Gators. Hey, let's go. 45. Mike, 45. Coming. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Ready, flag, what is that? Check, 55, Mike. Hey, let's get this,
To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston, he finds his target. It's Evans. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 79 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf. Go. Go. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Here we go, here we go. 45 to Mike. We want this. 5.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Blue lady.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Flip it.
The mic.
Play fake. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
A gain of 14. And the Titans first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Look at me. Door. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. It's shot, baby. That's a baby shot. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Who that?
Here's a 2nd and 7. This complete to Jones. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mike, 45. Man, I got you.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Ready?
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Irvin, look at me. Zipper.
45. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
2nd and 3. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let him go. Catch it. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Let him go.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Let him go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 17-yard line.
On the ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Go, go.
33. Tighten up.
Protein spill. Big grip.
They're going to look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 45.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
He'll look to throw. Got his man, that's Harry. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action now, Winston. His throw incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
X3, 218, chopper. General West.
33. Here I come.
Hey, Zoo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the toss, here's Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready, flag, 57, switch up. Green, 57, come on. Easy. Come on. Check Mike. 57, Mike, 57.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long.
Hey, watch the 6. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Ready, blue wing, 3, 17.
Off the play fake, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
57,
To try again after the sack. Winston, he's going to air one out. This is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now they try the right side here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First down, Tennessee.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yeah.
Hey, we got 4 down. 45.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
25, check 25.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Big grip.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
4 down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Check 26. Check 26.
5.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I got it. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man open. That's Harry. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Bring it. Bring it.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the Bucs' 19-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
It's a party now.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Mike, check 33. 33. I got it.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Pilot, 64, ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal.
Watch tight end.
Second and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Second and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, let's give it to Perkins. Go ahead, Pat. You better bring it. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Go.
On second and 7, Winston looking downfield for Godwin, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's third down now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
55's Mike, guys. 55. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
From the gun, Winston. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Fresno.
To throw is Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
I can't believe they
To Johnson again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. David Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Now the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 10 logo. Hey, exit.
There's a party now. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Be dribble. Be dribble.
They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Harry. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw here. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Patterson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Begin.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
45's the mic. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Bravo. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd down, Patterson. And now running right through it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
I'm here all day.
Ready?
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf.
45's the mic. Come on, D.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. I like the way I said that, in his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong. So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
50 seconds to Mike.
It's coming this way, Here we go. Even.
Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Let him know.
Winston here to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.